Good morning, Prep 3. Today we are going to take Story, Black Beauty, Chapter 5. Black Beauty's new owner gave him food before he rode him for many kilometers to London. Jerry had two children called Harry and Dolly. Polly, Jerry's wife, got Black Beauty some food and water when he arrived. Beauty was taken into a comfortable stable. Jerry owned a taxi carriage and another horse called Captain. He was a very good driver and he was very kind to Beauty. One of the taxi drivers said that Beauty is too handsome to do that work. Mr. Grant, the owner of a taxi business, studied Beauty and told Jerry that Beauty was a good horse and he would do well for him. Beauty found pulling a taxi carriage difficult in London for some days. Beauty began to trust Jerry, so he stopped worrying. Harry helped to look after Beauty. Polly and Dolly came to see Beauty often. Jerry wasn't always happy with his passengers. Jerry refused to go with the men quickly with Beauty, although he would be given extra pounds if he did. Jerry loved his horses and didn't want to make them tired. Holidays were not common for taxi drivers. Black Beauty felt sorry for both the horses and their drivers. Beauty saw Ginger that looked very thin and very old. Ginger was bought by a wealthy man, and Ginger wasn't able to run fast after her fall. Ginger had many owners, each one paid a little less money for her. Beauty reminded Ginger that she usually kicks people who aren't good to her, but she became too weak to kick. Beauty enjoyed working with Jerry as they were helping people. One day, Beauty and Jerry saw a poor woman in the street carrying a small son. The woman's son was ill and wanted to go to the hospital. The woman asked Jerry the way to the hospital. Jerry offered the woman to drive her to the hospital. Two young men jumped up in front of the woman into Jerry's taxi. But he got the two young men out of his taxi. Jerry and Beauty left the woman and her son at the hospital. A wealthy woman called Jerry over. The wealthy woman was pleased to find Jerry in this part of London. Here we have some questions with answers. How did Ginger look like when she met Beauty? She looked very thin and very old. Why do you think that most drivers were rough with their horses? Because they had to work longer hours. Okay, now we have finished our chapter. Thank you, Prep 3.